Retro Gaming Mania!
Hey guys, RGM here, and it's time for another episode of Craigslist Game Grabs. This is going to be episode 5, and basically I was looking online last night and saw this guy selling 3 systems and 2 games for $50. The 3 systems are a slim PlayStation 2 with all the cables and 1 controller, which I actually need because my PS2, my slim, is going out. Like, it's having trouble reading disc. It'll still play, but it's like the disk drive only spins a certain speed and it can't get up. It can't spin fast enough to read some of my games, so it kind of sucks. But so I need a new PS2 Slim, so this will work out good. The other 2 systems are a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis Model 1. Neither of which have the power cables or video cables. But I think the Sega comes with 2 controllers. So I have a bunch of extra power cables and whatnot, so I'm not too worried about it. Now it comes with 2 games, as I mentioned before, and they're 2 games I really want, and they just happen to be in box. And one of them actually has the original plastic on it. Now it's not sealed, but it does have the original plastic on it from where it was sealed. And I'll show you the games at the pickups. But like I said, the guy only wants $50. Not a bad deal. Super Nintendo sell for 50 to 60. I think even 70 sometimes. And appears to be in good shape. From the picture, it didn't look like, I had some discoloration, but it wasn't bad, and it didn't look all busted up. So I'll show you what we get when we get there, and thank you once again for watching, guys. I really appreciate the support, and see you when we get there. Alright guys, so we just got through picking up the stuff from this guy, and sorry if you can't really hear, or if there's a lot of background noise. It's pouring outside. So we're going to be doing pickups inside the truck. But basically I'll go ahead and show you the Super Nintendo. Let's see here. There it is, Super Nintendo. Appears to be in pretty good shape. A little bit of discoloration, but it's not bad. At first I couldn't get this to go down. I was like, what's wrong? Is it broken? I forgot. I don't know if you know this, but with a Super Nintendo, you push the power button up, this will not go down. So, sit down. Quick little tip on that. I don't think it's a very helpful tip, but I don't know. Now you know it. We have a Sega Genesis Model 1, pretty dirty. I can clean it up. And this is the Model 1 version 2, I guess. The Model 1 has high definition written across the top, and it has a VGA looking output on it that was meant for add-ons and whatnot. So it does not have that, so this is the Model 1.5, I guess. A lot of people prefer the Model 1s because it has a high definition thing on it. But other than that, they're really the same. They don't really function any differently. These have a little volume slider on them. You can actually plug earphones into this sucker. I don't know if you have an original Sega Genesis or not, but they're pretty awesome. Alright, looks like it came with... Super Nintendo came with a RF video cable, so that's cool. I welcome that. The Sega Genesis came with a... looks like an aftermarket controller. And actually, now this is kind of cool. I've never seen this controller before. It looks just like a regular Sega Genesis controller, but it's got a little bit of a different texture on it. And it says computer video game controller pad or something. I think that's what it says. I can't read it. I can read, but I'm looking at it in the camera and it's backwards, so I can read, believe it or not. But it has a Blockbuster video sticker on it. And it says made in Taiwan. I think this is an actual Blockbuster video controller, which is pretty darn cool. I like finding some of the old video stores that have like games, and they're, you know, sometimes the labels get annoying, but if they're just on the plastic, I don't mind. Reminds me of the good times where you could actually go to a video store and rent games and whatnot. Came with another standard 3-button Sega Genesis controller. So that's normally what they say on the back. That one just had a Blockbuster sticker on it. Alright, let's get down to the PS2, and then we'll save the best for last, which is the box NES games. We have a PlayStation 2 controller. A little dirty, but it seems to be in really good shape, actually. Doesn't feel worn out or anything. Actually, I can always use a good PS2 controller. A lot of mine are kind of just junky. All the cables, nothing too interesting. PS2 Slim cables. And the PS2 Slim. Oh yeah. Pretty dirty. Oops, I dropped it. It's alright. Now these, I like these. There's such a big size difference between the original and these Slims. I mean, these are like 2 DVDs stacked together. They have the built-in network port. Even has a little phone line in it in case you got dial-up. 2 USBs. I really love the Slims. Like I said, I'm probably gonna keep my Slim just because it's the one I had when I was younger. But I do need a new one, and these take up like no space. So I can set that right in front of my TV and have PlayStation 2 hooked up, and it won't even take up any space hardly. So that's awesome. All right, you ready? The 2 NES games are. All right, I'll go ahead and show this. The Empire Strikes Back. The box is in really good shape. I'm sorry I'm flipping it around so much. This game's actually not that bad. It actually got pretty decent reviews. See if I can open it up without messing it up too much. I don't know. I haven't actually opened these up yet, so I don't know, what's in them or not. So the cartridge is in pretty good shape. We have the manual. And check out how this manual, most of the NES manuals kind of open this way. This one kind of opens up like this, and it scrolls kind of like the movie. I think that's pretty awesome. And it looks like it has a poster. Oh wow, this is sweet. I'm going to try to open it without messing it up, but check that out. Can you see it? Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Then on the back it's got like some mail-in stuff. So, not bad at all. I heard this game's pretty good, so I'm excited to get that. No styrofoam or anything like that in there, but that's okay. Next game is Kirby's Adventure, and it is still in the original plastic, which is cool, and you can tell because the original sealed NES games have this, they call it an H seam. It's kind of like a crease, I guess you would call it. I don't know what you call it though. But pretty cool box art. Kirby's kind of sucking in the box art in front of the NES game, if you can see there. And this is actually a late release NES game, and came out like 93, 94, I think, towards the end of the NES's lifespan. And the graphics, I don't know if you can tell, the graphics are pretty darn good. I mean, they're like Super Mario 3, if not better. If I can open this sucker up real nice. There's the cartridge. It's got a little bit of label damage there, but that's alright. Having the box and all that crap makes up for that. So it has, I guess, pamphlets, maybe a poster in there. Still in the original bag. And we have the Kirby's Adventure instruction booklet. Oh, and it's like a cartoon. This is awesome. So that is the pickups, guys. $50 for all that. Not bad at all. Really happy to get all this. And this one does have the styrofoam in it, by the way. So $50, not bad for all this. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Next video is probably going to be maybe a pickups video or something. I'm not really sure. But I'll keep doing these Craigslist game grabs. And if you haven't watched yet, I have a series called SNES Quest, where I go and we take a look at all the old several SNES. Hey guys, sorry about that, my camera cut off, but I was gonna tell you, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I have a new series called SNES Quest, and it's basically where we take a look back at some of the games that didn't get much attention back in the day. You know, they were kind of overshadowed by games like Mario and Zelda, but they're still good games in their own regard. It's a series where basically just take a look at those, we go do a quick history on them, and play through on them. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, series that just started called SNES Quest, check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support and everything, and we'll see you on the next episode.